Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you seriously serious? They're trying to nuke. Are you serious? They're trying to nuke the moon. They're trying to nuke the moon. I mean, what? This is the truth. And they've been working on it since 2007. But what is the real reason that this secret space agency, which was called the AATIP, Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program? Well, what was the threat? Is it UFOs or aliens? Was it Russian weapons, space weapons, or weapons of war from Russia or China? Or was it incoming asteroids? What are you talking about? I'm going to tell you guys all about this. It's unbelievable. You talk about unbelievable documents that has been released of the secret government space program. There's a lot of different government space programs, but this one was called Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or the AATIP. I'll tell you guys all about it in just a second. But first, let me just say right now, turn up the volume. Everybody, turn up the volume. Statistics are showing that American patriotism is thriving. In fact, 85% of Americans consider themselves very patriotic. 63% own an American flag. 43% are extremely proud to be an American. What? Yes. And there's never been a better time to stand with your favorite patriot. That's why I'm wearing this hat. And I highly recommend it. God We Trust hat. To proudly show your patriotism, go to www.godwetrusthat. And if you go there, you will literally be able to get this hat and get one for free. Now, who's wearing them? Preppers, survivalists, patriots, veterans, conservatives, and proud Christian Americans are wearing this hat with pride. And if you'd like to be very patriotic this summer, consider getting a www.godwetrusthat. I'll put the link below. God We Trust hat. I think you'll be glad that you did. Well, here's the story. They're trying to nuke the moon. This one kind of freaks me out. I mean, but it's true. The U.S. government's now defunct Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or AATIP, spent millions of taxpayers' dollars to research bizarre experimental technologies such as invisible cloaks and a whole lot more. Let me just share this with you. The U.S. government report proposed nuking the moon. Newly released documents are revealing this, okay? They're revealing that the United States government's AATIP, which was a secret program, were researching such technologies as invisible cloaks in space, anti-gravity devices, travelable wormholes, which was a proposal to tunnel through the moon and by using nuclear devices and all kinds of other things. Now, the documents, which included nearly 1,600 pages, contracts, and meeting notes, revealed some of the stranger priorities. I mean, stranger? What are you talking about? How does it get any more bizarre or as insane as this? But these strange priorities of the AATIP, a secretive Department of Defense program that ran from 2007 to 2012, but only became known to the public in 2017, when the program's former director resigned from the Pentagon. That year, AATIP became synonymous with UFOs thanks to several now infamous videos of an unidentified aircraft moving in seemingly impossible ways by the former director Luis Elizondo, leaked to the press after his resignation. But the new documents suggested AATIP was up to more than just investigating reported UFO encounters. The entire cache of 51 documents obtained by Vice via a Freedom of Information Act request filled 4 years ago finally came in. Perhaps the most intriguing among these documents are the several dozen defense intelligence reference documents from the DIRDS, which discusses the viability, literally the viability of various advanced technologies. This collection included reports of the transverbal wormholes, stargates, negative energy, high-frequency gravitational wave communications, warp drive, dark energy, and the manipulation of extra dimensions, and many other topics that would sound familiar to fans if you are a big sci-fi movie follower, or Star Trek, or Star Wars. Matter of fact, the UFO videos captured by the U.S. Navy jet declassified. The United States Navy's released these UFO videos captured by Navy fighter jets. The videos, which were declassified through the Freedom of Information Act, were labeled FRIR or Go Fast or Gimbal. Now, many of the reports stress the impracticabilities of implementing advanced technologies. In the DIRD report on invisibility cloaking, and you guys have heard this. For example, the authors of this report wrote down perfect cloaking devices are impossible because they require materials where the speed of light approaches infinity. However, cloaking devices that make objects invisible to microwave-based sensors, such as radars and motion detectors, are definitely within reach of present technology, according to the reports. And I think they're already using that. Now, other reports do not shy away from the bold, sometimes outlandish proposals for realizing advanced technologies. In a report on negative mass propulsion, the authors proposed a plan to look for extremely lightweight metals in the center of the moon that may be 100,000 times lighter than steel, but still have the strength of steel. To reach the center of the moon, the authors suggested blasting a tunnel through the lunar crust and mantle using a thermonuclear explosives. They wanted to nuke the moon. Dude, they're trying to nuke the moon. Are you serious? But of course, the United States has not nuked the moon and shows no immediate intention to. Guys, anytime they let this stuff out that they wanted to nuke the moon, believe me, they're wanting to nuke the moon. And I think it's not just to bore a tunnel to the center of the moon. I think it's to protect planet Earth from incoming asteroids that would be deep impacting the Earth. It may be to learn how to shoot nukes in space in case of a Star Wars type situation with Russia or China. Or in some cases, they might think they need to try to stop an alien invasion, or maybe something else that I don't even know, I can't even think of. Well, NASA's upcoming Artemis missions plan to return humans to the moon for the first time since the Apollo era, with the ultimate goal of establishing a sustainable human presence there. Rattling the moon with nuclear explosions would likely prove contrary to that mission. And whether these DIRD documents ever led to any long-term investments in advanced technologies is unclear. But according to Vice, much of the AATIP agenda relied on contract research from private companies called Bigelow Aerospace Advanced Space Studies. The company, run by Robert Bigelow, a personal friend of the late Senator Harry Reid, who was responsible for the creation of the AATIP and was awarded a $10 million contract from the federal government for the first year of research for the program. Now, this latest FOIA document, Freedom of Information Act, I should say, document dump arrived just 3 weeks after the British tabloid The Sun obtained more than 1,500 pages of documents related to the alleged UFO encounters, categorized by the AATIP, including among the documents was a report on alleged biological effects of UFO encounters on humans. The report listed paralysis, apparent abduction, and unaccounted for pregnancies from aliens as reported side effects of alleged UFO encounters. Now, I'm thinking, guys, we're going way out there now. We're talking now Nephilim. We're talking fallen angels and Nephilim type encounters with humans. Now, Vice reporters will be delving into these newly acquired database of the AATIP documents in detail over the next coming weeks. So this is a very interesting, way out there. I mean, this is way out there in the the Twilight Zone. But is it? I mean, cloaking, we've heard about this. Nukes.
Who's the agency?
The agency is the AATIP, which is the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program. And no one even knew who this was. And Harry Reid is the one that got this established. It's a secret black budget program for space. So, the Bible said if men even climb into the heavens, God said, I will bring them down. Okay? This is something to think about. How far are we really supposed to be going out there? Mars? Are you serious? It's getting insane, guys. Nukes are necessary to correct the rotation of the flat Earth, somebody just said. I'm trying not to. I'm trying to digest that one. Okay. All I know is help me, Lord. Just shelter me from all that. Flat Earth. Are you serious? Here we go. The earth can shake, the sky come down, the mountains all fall to the ground. But I will fear none of those things. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Dark waters rise, the thunder pounds, the wheels of war are going round, and all the walls are crumbling. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord. Getting a lot of comments on this one. Are you serious? Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, you're right. You're right. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. The wind will blow, the rain can pour, the deluge break, the tempest roars. But in that storm, my spirit sings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. We need some help from the Lord with all this. Underneath your wings. Bigfoot. Oh, no. out there.
Hide me underneath your wings.
Overcoming evil.
Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day, you call for me. Someday when time no more shall be, and I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
We're living in the last days. Everybody get a cup of coffee. Calm down. Get your hat. Get your coffee. Put your teeth up. Wear your shades. Get ready.
Hide me underneath your wings. Hide me deep inside your heart. In your refuge, cover me. The world can shake, but Lord, I'm making you my hiding place. Now on that day,
The government's playing a big barbecue.
someday when time no more shall be, well, I say, death, where is your sting? Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings. Shelter me, Lord, underneath your wings.
Oh, yeah. There's no question about it. We need to have Psalms 91 in our lives. We need to have our wings. We need to be sheltered underneath his wings. Guys, I'll be back. There's a lot going on right now in the events. We're going to do a live show at 12 noon to get you up to speed on all of the current events that are going on. It's going to be a very busy day here at the Coming Apocalypse YouTube version. Of course, this is the Salvation Station. 58 salvations last Thursday night and 15 Sunday night. And God is adding to the church. Plus, we're getting reports already back from people who've given their Passover offerings of miracles and breakthroughs. And so we praise God for that. God is on the throne, as he said, the 7 blessings of the Passover. Wow. It's just so good to know that Jesus is on the throne and his word is true. His word is true. Space Force has got it covered. You're right. Thank God for that. This is the Salvation Station, folks. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy in just a few minutes. Don't miss the 12 noon broadcast. It will be powerful. Oh, and Elon Musk has got Twitter now. It's official. Tweet, 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 tweet.